Hello, hello to any and all eyes that find their way to this video. I'm here to talk a little bit about my friend Jessie Marino. And while it is a joy to refer to her as a friend, truly she is much more. She is a colleague, a muse, a teacher, an inspiration, and beyond. The story of how Jessie and I connected is both long and short, and I will tell both versions because I believe both have merit, purpose, and importance, and morals. It was almost nearly 5 years ago at an event that I had brought my devotional plant potions to that I met two incredible people, Erica and Kim, both of which you will rightly and likely hear from in this testimonial queue. Upon seeing my work, they turned to each other and said nearly in unison, "Her and Jessie, they have to meet." But as it does for most of us, time went by, life got busy, and the comment kind of faded. It wasn't until nearly 4 years later that the digital algorithms reminded me of Jessie via floating her work onto my feed. Now, I am a discerning person, especially so in our shared field of holistic health and wellness, as there is unfortunately an abundance of false prophets and snake oil salesmen whose only motives are the exploitation of desperate people. And so I watched Jessie for a long time. I read her words, I watched her videos, I observed quietly and, in hindsight, maybe creepily, carefully discerning whether I thought she was who she said she was. I wanted to know what her morals were, what her values were, and whether she acted on them accordingly. Did she do it authentically? Did she do it for real? And eventually I decided I wanted more unfiltered data on this inquiry. And so, semi uncharacteristically, I sent her a rather bold message asking for professional collaboration and questioned on how to get involved with what she offers. To which she said to me, "I like to know who I am working with before I let them into my trusted spaces." In short, a no, which I respected and valued deeply, because this response told me everything I needed to know about this person. It told me that Jessie was genuine, she was honest. It told me that Jessie valued safety and transparency, and that she cared a great deal about what she put into the world and how she did it. Values that I respect incredibly deeply and tremendously. The rest of the story is the short version. Eventually, after she probably watched me a little bit, she graciously and generously offered me an open space in one of her offerings as a sample of her work and her wisdom in good faith. I accepted, and the moment that I met her in person, I felt like I had known her and her soul for eternities. I I cannot overstate the depths of Jesse's offerings, nor the magic that they transmit. There are few to little or almost no words in my human vocabulary that adequately capture the gratitude I have for our worlds colliding and for her presenting her truth for others. Because what she gives, what she lives, it is a gift. It is a gift. It is a gift for any and all who choose to lean in and experience it. As an embodiment practitioner whose ethos is one of homecoming, coming home to self, I find that her work is characteristically hard to describe in words, but I promise that it is undeniable when felt. Within the containers she casts, I have seen transformation in humans, in women, beyond what I thought was possible in an incredibly swift amount of time. In others and in myself. For those who are untethered or frazzled, distant from themselves, Jessie offers a unique kind of compassionate grounding. And for those whose roots are perhaps too firmly and rigidly planted in the dirt, she offers challenge and expansion. There are few whose work I would feel as comfortable recommending as staunchly as Jessie's, because there are few who are as radically honest, ethical, or real. She lives what she teaches, and she does so with a resonance and a presence that is physically palpable, that is profound. It is an astute honor to receive her work, work alongside her, laugh with her, cry with her, travel with her, and experience all pieces of life with her. And for those who are considering leaning into what she offers, I nudge you to follow that stir and that spark, because what I did, it quite possibly changed the trajectory of my entire life in the best way I could ever imagine. Her work is truly profound, and I hope that perhaps one day I will see you there.